It's your life. They're just an unwanted guest. Give them lots of compliments. Some people's egos need a constant IV drip of self-esteem. They can't function unless they think they're the best. So you have to make them feel that way. Otherwise, they'll fall apart. And if you depend on them for anything, you don't want that happening. Try to depend on them less. In the meantime, flatter them. Don't ever disagree with them. Mature people can handle disagreements. Others can't. They see contradictions as an attack on their identity. They won't respond to your ideas. They'll just react. They'll probably do it passive-aggressively. Let them take credit. Truly smart people dine out on quiet credit. Their friends and colleagues might not praise them openly to their face, but everyone says good things about them behind their back. If you're awesome, word gets around. You know it. Someone with Dunning-Kruger doesn't have a tolerance for quiet credit. They want their praises sung loudly, even if it's for doing the bare minimum. So just play along with it. Everyone knows the real story. Let them save a little face. Some people screw up all the time. If they couldn't save face, you'd be looking at their bare skull by now. They'll never remember their mistakes. They won't learn from them, so why bother? Smart, mature people sometimes feel the need to drive home someone else's failures and remind them of all their shortcomings. But they rarely indulge. They know how pointless it is. Remember what you like about them. Maybe they're fun to be around most of the time, even if you don't quite know why. Don't think about it. Just enjoy them. Maybe they're incredibly hot. It's not the best reason to date someone, but hey, it's not the absolute worst reason either. We've all done it. We've put up with quite a lot out of someone simply because we found them so attractive. Some of us have to get that out of our system before we can move on to more mature relationships. Don't try to make them smarter. You remember the Sisyphus myth, right? That rock is going to roll right back down the hill no matter how high you elevate it. Don't roll a rock up a hill and then let it roll back over you. Some people don't want to be smart, mature, successful, or anything else. They simply want the illusion of it. They spend all their time perfecting this illusion. Unfortunately, you see right through it, but they can't because it's theirs. The rock doesn't know it's part of a myth. Don't try to understand them. One person I know somehow made it through 40 years on this planet without ever learning what CC meant on an email. Then he tried to explain it to me. I let him. It just wasn't worth it. Let them have the last word. The last word is overrated. Only the pettiest people need to get in the last word. It's usually pretty weak. Your silence is far more powerful. People with Dunning-Kruger are everywhere. You're either dating someone like this or you have a friend like this. Maybe you have a boss like this. The truth here is simple. You can't really change anyone. Everyone has to change themselves. All you can do is manage them. If you can't, or decide they're not worth the trouble anymore, then it's time to get them out of your life. There's good news. If you dump someone with Dunning-Kruger, you can tell them, it's not you, it's me. And they'll actually believe you. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed the story, let me know and share it with your friends. Follow me at Kris KK Aria on Twitter or Kris K. Keppeler on Facebook. Or check out my website, www.kriskeppeler.com.